I'm pretty sure we've all heard a roommate horror story at some point. If you're a college student or you're about to get into college, I have some news to break. Hi guys, I'm Rosie from After School and we're back with another video this week where we're going to talk about how to have the difficult conversations with your roommate. Well, first of all, the terrifying part is that it's bound to happen. Your roommate agreement probably specifies that dishes are to be done after you use them, but your roommate left the dishes in the sink again. Or they've been loud after hours one too many times. Living with roommates can sometimes feel like an obstacle course of potential hurt feelings. But with the right attitude and game plan, difficult conversations with your roommate can actually improve your relationship. An added benefit is that it's great practice for future conflict resolution throughout your life. The first thing you gotta do is expect and accept the conflict. Stumbling into a misunderstanding doesn't mean you have some sort of mistake. It means that you and your roommate are both humans. Conflict is part of life. If you accept it, you'll know that finding yourself within it doesn't mean that your roommate and you are bad people. Then you'll be able to navigate roommate situations with grace and growth kind of mindset. And then think about your role and be prepared to compromise. Once you accept that conflict will happen, you also have to accept the chance that you had a hand in creating it, even if it was accidental. Being open to feedback might sting a little bit in the moment, but it will help you understand the other person better and work towards a mutual understanding over time. A very important step during any conflict is to find the timing between a sweet spot, Bringing things right up when you're still annoyed with one another and still butting heads, but also waiting too long and letting things stew isn't the best thing either. After the trigger, wait until you've cooled off enough to stay calm and articulate yourself clearly. Then, think about a good time to talk to your roommate. Maybe when you're both relaxed and in the apartment, rather than when you're running around trying to get out the door to go to class or something. And try to have a face-to-face conversation, because then nothing can get misinterpreted like during text or over the phone, because we all know how that can go. When you guys finally decide to have a conversation, it's important to speak from the heart when you're addressing a conflict. Although being honest doesn't always feel comfortable, authentically it can create a bridge between the two people. But it's also important to tread lightly where people's feelings are concerned. That's why turning an existing framework for handling conflict can also be helpful in navigating a tough conversation. Start on a positive note. Again, while direct is good, easing into the conversation by showing that you care about your roommate and your relationship can pave the way to a more productive conversation. For example, say, I'm sharing this with you because I really enjoy living with you and I want to continue to be a positive environment for both of us. Use I statements. Always start with how you feel versus what they did. For example, when you make noise after our agreed upon quiet hours, I feel stressed because I'm afraid I won't get enough sleep, rather than you're so noisy all the time. And don't forget, listen. That is so important. Try to legitimately hear and understand where the other person is coming from. Don't move on until you genuinely understand. If you don't, then don't be afraid to ask questions. Remember, don't just become defensive and divert the conversation toward another pain point, which will make the other person feel like you haven't heard what they said. Build upon what the other person has said by adding your own perspective, something that they may not know, or a new idea. This could mean you explain something going on in your life that lends to insight about why this conflict occurred. Or maybe you faced something similar before that can help resolve it. After the conversation, try and accept the outcome. If you feel uncomfortable, or even if the conversation hasn't fully resolved, sometimes it just takes time for things to settle. If your conversation doesn't tie up neatly with a handshake or a hug, follow up a day or so by saying something like, I just wanted to check in about our conversation the other day and to give you a chance to share with me if you have something else that you want to talk about. This, of course, opens up the door for you to share as well. Once you practice using these frameworks for difficult conversations with your roommate, or honestly anyone else in life, handling conflict will be much less intimidating. Try to look at those inevitable points of tension as totally natural, survivable opportunities for you to learn something about yourself as well as the others. We really hope this video was helpful for you who are having a hard time with difficult conversations. If you like to watch more videos like this, don't forget to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Till the next video, bye!